Hi, this is Sushmita, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Technology. Today we are going to discuss about the modularization. Modularization refers to the is a process of dividing a complex system into smaller, independent, and manageable modules or components. These modules can be loosely coupled, meaning they have minimal dependencies on each other. This approach offers several benefits, including easier maintenance, scalability, and reusability of code. So, modularization is a technique that breaks down a larger complex system into smaller independent units called the modules. So, each module typically has a specific functions or purpose. So, here the module 1 and module 2 define the function, divide the very a huge program divided into smaller sub functions are dividing it. So here the coupling and cohesions. So what is the coupling? Coupling refer to the degree of dependency between two modules. In measure how closely connected different components or modules are. Then cohesion. Cohesion refers to how closely related function inside a single module are. So it measure how focused a component is on a single task or purpose. Benefits: easier maintenance, scalability, reusability. By easier maintenance, by isolating different functionalities into modules, it becomes easier to understand, modify, and debug individual parts of the system without affecting others. Scalability. Modularization allows for easier expansion and adoption of the system as new features or functionalities are required. Reusability. Modules can be reused in different parts of the system or even in different projects, saving development time and effort. For example, in software development, modularization involves dividing code into modules such as classes, functions, or packages to achieve better organization and maintainability. Hardware design. In hardware design, modularization can refer to designing system with interchangeable parts or units that can be easily replaced or upgraded. Educational courses. Modularization in education involves breaking down a course into smaller, self-contained modules or units. Next, principle of modularization. First one, loosely coupled. Modules should have minimal dependencies on each other, allowing for independent changes without affecting other parts of the system. Well-defined interfaces. Models should have clear and well-defined interfaces for communication and interaction with other modules. Third, single responsibility. Each module should have a specific purpose or responsibility. First one, break UI into components. First, create individual files for each UI path. For example, header.js. So the header function inside the opening curly braces return heading 1 welcome to my app. The heading tag close and export default header. Next one, reusable utility function. This is optional. Put helper logic in separate files. For example, util format date.js. So export function format date of date, opening curly braces, return new date of date dot to lo- local date string, opening curly braces. So then import where needed, import opening curly braces, format date, opening closing curly braces from util function, util format date. Then centralized styling. Keep component level styling modular. For example, button. Button is we put the background color white and padding of 10 pixel point. So next one, create index.js for parallel export. This is also optional. So the index.js export default as header from the header of header. Then export default as button from the button. Then in the app.js import header comma button from components. Disadvantages. Overhead for small apps. For very small application, modularization might feel like over engineering. Initial complexity. Beginner may find the folder structure and multiple files overwhelming at first. File spiral can lead to large number of small files which may make navigation difficult. Extra boilerplate. Import or export statement and directory management can add boilerplate code. Misuse of abstraction. Over modularization trivial components can result in unnecessary complexity. When should you modularization? The small project keep it simple. Modularize only major reusable components. Medium to large modularization features, components and utility for better structure and collaboration. Thank you.